Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How you doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you with the NFL First Look Sneak Peek, sneaky video, guys. Welcome. Welcome. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're returning and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button, guys. We got tons of content. We got NBA in a couple of weeks. They're talking about December 22nd, so we'll see. NFL videos, guys. I'm one of the very rare people who do UFC DFS videos. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Thumbs up, and let's go. So, due to popular demand, we have extended the Black Friday sale, guys. DFSclub.com. 3 more days. We went through, we said, you know what? It was so successful. Let's just keep it going. You get every single sport. You get 3 providers in one, and you get NBA, NFL, MLB, PGA, NHL, tennis, NASCAR, soccer, esports, MMA, WNBA, college sports. Guys are going crazy right now. EuroLeague basketball tomorrow. Click the join now button. Click my logo, Skywalker DFS. And again, I keep repeating it. We're just basically giving it away now. Seeing as before we were already the cheapest in the industry, now look at these prices, guys. Come on. We're giving it away, but I don't care. I don't mind. I want to get the biggest community in the industry. That's my goal, plain and simple. DFSclub.com, guys. Come check us out. We'd love to have you as part of our fun community. All right, so let's get into it. Week 13, first look. Let's bring up a draft dashboard here. Draft dashboard separately is $1 for 30 days, guys. That's it. I use this tool for all my videos, all my research. You get access to the NFL cheat sheet because if you can't win, cheat. It's got the best studs, best mid-tier, best value, the position optimizer, sleepers and studs, the player trends, the lineup optimizer, which is everybody's favorite. You get access to all my watch players. So DFSclub.com. That's for the memberships, but if you want to try out Draft Dashboard, it's only $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. All right, so injuries. Looks like Denver has a quarterback this week, so Drew Lock. So that might put some of those Denver wide receivers back in play. Zacchaeus is out. Josh Jacobs is questionable, which is huge because if he doesn't play, there's value to be had. Daniel Jones is questionable, but who fucking cares? That doesn't matter. Will Fuller's out. That's huge. So that opens up some value. Let's see here. Oh, Schroeder's freaking out. Looks like the UPS guy's here again with a package. We'll see if he fucking goes away this time. They always wait to decide when I'm start shooting my videos and they show up with packages. Fucking bastards. All right, so quarterback. Patrick Mahomes, 8-2. Abso-freaking-lutely against Denver, guys. 35, 26, 34. You know what you're getting with Patty Mahomes. His record against Denver is really not that good, to be honest. 12, 27, 7. But Mahomes is having the year of his life right now. 36, 26, 34, 40, 12 in his last 5 games. That 12 was against Denver, so keep that in mind. But that was 5 weeks ago. So Patrick Mahomes, I'm going to get as much of him as I can. Ownership is not out yet, so we'll see how that goes. So make sure you guys tune into my final look video. I normally drop that on Saturday. Aaron Rodgers, love it. 6'8". I think that's too cheap against Philly. Aaron Rodgers, 26, 27, 29, 32, 24. And his last time against Philly, guys, he got 31 fantasy points. Aaron Rodgers is 6'8". He's $1,700 more on FanDuel. And Patrick Mahomes is $900 more on FanDuel. Get him in there, guys. Kirk Cousins. I don't know if he's going to be chalk or not. He's only 6'4". He's been killing it lately. 30, 27, 19, 21, 10. He has a great matchup against Jacksonville, ranked 30th in the league against quarterbacks. He's 6.4K, so the price is right. $900 more on FanDuel. So get him in there, guys, with confidence. You want to take some shots with Taysom Hill. He does have the best matchup as far as quarterbacks this week, guys. ATL, ranked 31st in the league. Even though they shut down the Raiders, which isn't saying much, but they did. You got to give them their respect. They get Taysom Hill this week, and I believe he has not thrown a touchdown pass this year. So all of his points here are just from rushing touchdowns. So keep that in mind, guys. He could go off. Last time against ATL, he did have 25 fantasy points, if y'all don't remember that. So you want to go back to the well here? I don't blame you. I think his ownership might be a little dicey because of the fact that he doesn't throw touchdown passes. So 6'3", definitely worth a look. I'm on the fence about Tannehill, guys. I'll let you know in my final look video. Kind of on the fence. Same with Phillip Rivers. I mean, he has a great matchup against Houston. I love picking on this Houston defense with quarterbacks. He's 5'9". I think it's more of a safe play, more of a GPP play because he's under that 6K range. And he'll get you about 20 fantasy points, right? Not like Derek Carr, who went out there last week and got us right in the prison pocket in my GPP. Thank God I only ran him in one lineup. I think he got like 3 or 4 fantasy points. But last time against Houston, Phillip Rivers got 24 fantasy points. So sneaky Phillip Rivers, guys. And then Mike Glennon at 4'8". Why not? He almost got 20 fantasy points last week, guys. He gets the Minnesota defense, which isn't that good. He's $2,000 more on FanDuel. We'll see what happens, man. If you're going to do this, GPP only, and it's a long shot. But you don't win GPPs takedowns. You don't win those millionaire makers without taking some chances. So Mike Glennon, I guarantee, will be very low owned. And his upside, probably 18 to 20 fantasy points, guys. His floor is what's so scary. Russ, Kyler Murray, all these guys have tough matchups this week, so I'm gonna pass. Let's go to running back. All right. So Dalvin Cook at 9.5. I'm gonna continue to fade Dalvin Cook at this price tag, and it worked out beautifully last week. He does have a good matchup against Jacksonville, but for this price tag, guys, he's $1,000 more on FanDuel. He has to get 160 yards rushing, a couple touchdowns, and maybe 60 yards receiving to pay off this price tag. Now, can he do it? Absolutely, he could. But that's asking a lot. I don't think we need to do that. And it was a beautiful fade by me last week. That's all I'm going to say. Faded in every single lineup, even cash. Nick Chubb at 7.7 is not bad. Again, it's a timeshare. That's the only thing that always scares me about him. But he is getting 20 touches a game. Last week, he actually got 3 targets. He got 30 fantasy points. Going up against Tennessee, guys, they don't know how to stop the run. They're ranked 26th in the league. So if you wake up, you got morning Chubb, get yourself some Nick Chubb in there, guys. Next up, James Robinson. Now, whenever I play James Robinson, he goes out there and gets me right in the old prison pocket. But whenever I don't, he goes off. So I don't know. 7-3, Minnesota, kind of tough on the run. They're ranked 12th in the league. Their D line's not so bad. But yeah, worth a shot. He's so hit or miss, guys. Look at this: 30, 11, 16, 16, 35, and at 7.3K, that's asking a lot too. $500 more on FanDuel. We'll see on my final look video. Austin Eckler, guys, he's still too cheap at 7.1. Once he starts creeping more towards that 8K range, that'll be about right. Came back, got 24 fantasy points. He got 16 targets, guys. That's more than wide receivers get. 14 touches, 24 fantasy points. So very active with Justin Herbert, the pervert. They got this great connection. So Austin Eckler at 7-1, definitely worth getting in there. Probably a cash play this week. Wayne Gallman, guys, I was on him last week. I'm back on him again this week. He got 18 fantasy points, and not bad for a 5K price tag, right? 5.6K, he went up a little bit. 24 touches last week. And especially if Daniel Jones is out, you best believe the Giants are going to run the ball even more. So Wayne Gallman, guys, at 5.6K against Seattle. Seattle doesn't scare me. Their defense sure as hell don't scare me. They barely squeaked it out against the Eagles. So we'll see. Wayne Gallman, GPP play at 5.6. David Montgomery, 5.5K. I love this price tag against the Lions, ranked 32nd in the league against running backs, guys. Got 28 fantasy points last week with Mitch back. Got 11 touches, 6 targets, which isn't that much, but he was on the field for 67% of the time. So red zone, it's David Montgomery guy time. So get him in there, guys, 5.5K. Nyheim Hines, if he's going to get the start again, 5.3, got to roll him back out. He gets that Houston defense ranked 31st in the league against running backs. So if Jonathan Taylor's out, it's Nyheim Hines time again. So get him in there, guys. If you want to take some shots here, so here's some okay value plays. You got Frank Gore at 4.4K, $900 more on FanDuel. If you're just looking for someone to get you double-digit fantasy points, you can definitely go here. He's going up against the Raiders, ranked 29th in the league against running backs. Frank Gore could eat against the Raiders. A lot of people do. So that price tag is, if you're looking for some value, guys, GPPs, Frank Gore at 4.4K. Favorite pay up at running back is Derrick Henry. This is that time of year, guys, where he turns it up. You look at him every season. This time of the year is when he turns it up, and look what he did last week. So, like last week, like I told you guys, I'd rather pay it for Derrick Henry than Dalvin Cook. All right? So my favorite pay up option is Derrick Henry against Cleveland, who's kind of tough against running backs, but he's pretty matchup proof, guys. At this time of year, he just goes off. I don't know what it is, but get him in there, guys. Devontae Booker T, 5 times. 5 times. I miss Booker T. If Jacobs is out, you're getting a great value here at 5.5K with Devontae Booker T. $500 more on FanDuel. So he's a deal on both sites, guys. Cam Akers. Hopefully you guys played him last week because I keep telling you, the Rams are lining this young man up to be their number one bell cow back. 14 fantasy points last week. Gets Arizona this week. Started out the game pretty slow, and as the game progressed, he got more and more and more touches. He's on the field only 16% of the time, but he has a 56% touch rate. So Cam Akers at 4.5K, I think is still too cheap, guys. You're probably looking at about double-digit fantasy points here. And if he just goes off one of these weeks, I won't be surprised. And if you really want to get cute, you got Ito Smith, the backup here, who had a fine game last game. He's the third down back. He gets all the pass receptions from Matt Ryan. He was targeted 5 times last week. Way outscored Brian Hill. He got 18 fantasy points. Brian Hill got 6. And it's a timeshare. Hill got 13 touches. Ito Smith got 12. So $100 less, I'd probably go Ito Smith. I think more people will go Brian Hill, even though he got us all in the prison pocket last week. And I think that'll do it for running backs. Let's go to wide receiver. I'm filming this right before the showdown for that Pittsburgh game. I'm so excited. We get NFL at freaking 12:30 in the afternoon, West Coast time. It's awesome. All right, so of course Tyreek Hill, 9.1K, absolutely killed it last week. 61 fantasy points. And before that, 30, 36, 26. Definitely worth that price tag. There's going to be tons of value this week, guys. So don't you dare be sour. Get Tyreek Hill in there, guys. Probably a cash play. History against Denver, 18, 24, 16. He's on another level right now. Get him in there. Devontae Adams at 9-1 is a nice contrarian. I'll have to see what ownership is. I'll definitely have to see what ownership is to decide which one to play in cash, which one to play in GPP. Devontae Adams, man. Last time against Philly, guys, 31 fantasy points. 9K crushes value. A.J. Brown, don't overlook him at 7.6K. He gets a great matchup against Cleveland, ranked 23rd in the league against wide receivers, guys. People sleep on A.J. Brown too much, I think. I mean, yeah, 6 and 7 targets in his last 2 games, but he makes the most of them. After he catches the ball, he's gone. So A.J. Brown, get him in there. Michael Thomas has a good matchup, and I think a lot of people will be off him because he only got 9 fantasy points last week. However, he gets the Atlanta defense, ranked 29th in the league against wide receivers, guys. I don't mind that 7K price tag. He's only $200 more on FanDuel. The number one option for Hill, guys. Get him in there. Let's see. Justin Jefferson. I don't know if it's going to be him or what's his freaking name? The number one tight end or wide receiver. He should be back. He's not on draft dashboard right now. They haven't put him in. So I won't say his name yet. But if he's out, Justin Jefferson. But if he's in, no. Nah. I mean, you could. It's just the price tag is 6'9". I'd probably rather get to Michael Thomas. Devontae Parker, 6'4", price just right. $400 more on FanDuel. 14 targets last week, guys, with Fitz Magic back. That's promising. 23 fantasy points. Against that Cincinnati defense, guys, they've been giving it up lately like my baby's mama, and that's a lot. So get them in there. Sterling Shepard, if you want to take a flyer, only because it's the Seattle defense who gives it up to wide receivers like my baby's mama. Um, who knows who's going to be throwing on the ball, right? We don't know. He's the only receiver I trust from New York. So he's 5.3K on DraftKings, only $300 more on FanDuel. You can definitely get him in there, guys. Nelson Aguilar again, 5.2K. He had a down game. That's because Derek Carr could not throw the fucking football. All right. I say roll him out again at this price point, guys. 5.2 is way too cheap. Way too cheap. Against the Jets, ranked 26th in the league. A lot of people are going to go Hunter Renfrow. I get it. I get it. The Jets do give it up to slot receivers. I just don't trust Hunter Renfrow. I just don't. Every week, guys, Corey Davis is a beautiful value play at 5.1K. It's a great matchup this week against Cleveland, ranked 23rd in the league against wide receivers. Corey Davis, he's just good for double-digit fantasy points. 10, 19, 12, and then 30. He missed that game. 5.1K, $1,000 more on FanDuel, guys. His floor is safe. His ceiling, we'll see, man. He can do it. So Corey Davis, don't sleep on him. Get him in there. Let's see here. I'm on the fence with Michael Pittman Jr. He had 9 targets last week, though. I'll put him in there. He did have nine targets. It's just you're playing the who's going to be the Indy receiver this week game. And I don't like playing those games. Like I said, Hunter Renfrow, I think, will be popular at 4-3, coming off a 9-target game, 14 fantasy points. Again, the Jets do give it up to slot receivers a lot. Then you got the Jets wide receivers here. You got Mims, always safe at 4.1K. 8 targets a game consistently. 11, 10, 10, 6, 8 in his last 3, guys. If he needs some savings, he is jacked up on FanDuel, though. He is $1,400 more on FanDuel. So definitely only a DraftKings play here. Especially with Brashad Perriman here. He's only 3.9. I'd probably rather get to him. 8, 4, 7. They have their number one quarterback back. 12, 13, 30 fantasy points in his last 3, guys. 3.9K is way too cheap for Perriman. James Crowder's just like out of it now. So get him in there, guys. That is my value play of the slate. Brashad Perriman, guys. 3.9K. And with Will Fuller out, you can roll out Brandon Cooks at a mere 5.6K. Very cheap. $900 more on FanDuel. He will be the number one go-to in this game, guys. I know Indy's defense is pretty tough, but number one receiver on this offense for 5.6K with Deshaun Watson throwing you the ball, yeah, best believe you better hop on that. And Tim Patrick is the only Denver Broncos receiver I trust. The price is definitely right at 4.2K. Again, they do have a quarterback this week, so it's okay to roll these guys back out again. $1,300 more on FanDuel. No receivers got any points last week, all right? Against the Chiefs, 7 his last time, but he's having a good season. 20, 10, 13 fantasy points in the games that he's played. So Tim Patrick at 4.2, get him out there. I mean, all this value, guys. Colin Johnson. You want to take some flyers? If DJ Shark is out, I don't mind Colin Johnson at 3.3K, guys. He got 8 targets last week with 20 fantasy points. So if DJ Shark is out again, you might want to take some chances here. Almost bare minimal, guys. 3.3K. And he is $1,700 more on FanDuel, so more of a DraftKings play. And I think that's it. All right, so let's go to tight end. One thing my baby's mama ain't got is a tight end. It's more like a flabby end. You know what I'm saying? First up, Travis Kelsey, 7.3K. Going up against Denver. Denver's kind of stingy against tight ends, but Kelsey is pretty much matchup proof. $700 more on FanDuel. especially those Patrick Mahomes lineups. You got to get him in there, guys. 12, 10, 8 targets in his last 3. Then we got Darren Waller at 6-1. Quite a price difference between these two. $900 more on FanDuel. The Jets give it up to 2 tight ends. They're almost the worst in the league. He still got his targets last week. It's just the Raiders were just a dumpster fire last week, guys. We'll see if they bounce back against a good matchup against the Jets. Good meaning good in their favor. So they're fighting for that playoff spot. So Darren Waller at 6-1 is worth a peek. Evan Ingram, not on your life, not with Daniel Jones out. Dallas Goedert, man's been on another level. Even though he's sharing routes with Richard Rodgers, man. Richard Rodgers did get that lucky touchdown there towards the end of that last game. I was doing on the showdowns. I was looking at freaking takedowns. And then when Rodgers got that late touchdown, you know what I'm saying? So, but Dallas Goedert, guys, at 4.3K is pretty safe. Going up against Green Bay. Last time he got 10, 21-19 in his last 2. So he's coming on. Get him in there, guys. Mike Gesicki, guys, 4.2K against Cincinnati, ranked 29th in the league against tight ends. He's all right. This just stood out to me. Last time he played Cincinnati, he got 26 fantasy points. 2-6. So history's there. 4.2K. Kind of expensive. He's $1,500 more on FanDuel. So, but yeah, he's worth a shot. Robert Tonyan, guys, it's 3.7K. Is he back? He's had 2 good games in a row now, 5 and 5 targets. His price tag is way lower than what it used to be. $2,200 more on FanDuel. So only DraftKings, guys. DraftKings only. Robert Tonyan, get him in there. Guys, how'd you like my Trey Burton call, right? I think he's in play again. 3.5K. Against Houston, they're ranked 16th in the league against tight ends. So another good matchup. 5-6 targets. His targets are slowly creeping back up there. Double-digit fantasy points is all you need when you're paying 3.5K for a tight end. Again, DraftKings only because on FanDuel, he's $2,000 more. Yikes. Hunter Henry's always the safest play. It is what it is. 4.8K. Consistently between 13 to 15 fantasy points. That's what you get with Hunter Henry. Richard Rodgers, if you want to take some shots at 3.3, he's still getting double-digit fantasy points. 14, 13, 10. He didn't play, and then 15. So, you know he's good for double digits. And at 3.3K, if he didn't get that late touchdown the last game, that's what kind of worries me. Irv Smith, we don't know if he's going to play yet. So I'm not going to tell you to play Kyle Rudolph. If Irv Smith is in, we ain't playing Kyle Rudolph. We just ain't gonna do it. All right, so let's take a quick look at defenses. Vikings, no. The Raiders defense, hell no. Even though it's against the Jets, no. I don't know. I still like taking some shots with the Saints defense, guys. Even though they're 3.6, even though they're playing Atlanta, Atlanta just doesn't scare me. And again, the Saints defense, double-digit fantasy points. That's always a blessing with these defenses, guys. Always. That's about it. I'll have a lot of shares. But defense, a lot of people punt. I don't blame you. It is what it is. And that's going to do it, guys, for my first look. Sneaky first look video, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget, guys, come check us out at dfsclub.com, guys. We're giving it away. Prices are just so cheap. It's unbelievable. So come check us out, dfsclub.com, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next video to drop will be my UFC Vegas, guys. UFC Vegas 16 video. If you guys aren't playing fantasy for UFC, you got to start playing. It is so much fun. You can watch the fights. And it's more fun even though you don't know who these people are. If you have money in it, if you have a lineup in it, there's so much more entertaining to watch. That's just how it is. So more incentive. I think I'm one of the sharpest DFS people when it comes to UFC, guys. And I have some great partners over there at Pub Sports Radio. I had Boston Nick on here last week who gave out almost a takedown lineup live on air. So we're looking to do that again. I'm going to ask Nick to come back and bring us some more of that fire. So tune into that, guys. Again, hit that subscribe button. You're missing out on all this content. And come check us out, dfsclub.com. And I'm going to say a prayer for everybody. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless your pets. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody, guys. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. I'm out. See you guys in a little bit. Take care.